Let me ask you something simple but powerful. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? For most people, the answer is this. They grab their phone, they scroll, they check messages, they look at the news, they jump into the noise of the world. Before they've even stood up, they've already invited stress, distraction, and comparison into their mind. And we wonder why so many of us wake up tired, anxious, or already behind. Ask us the problem with morning phone use. Let's start with a scenario most of us know too well. Your alarm goes off, you roll over, grab your phone to silence it, and before you know it, you're scrolling through emails, checking Instagram, or reading the latest news headlines. Sound familiar? Research shows that about 80% of smartphone users check their phones within 15 minutes of waking up. When you dive into your phone first thing, you're bombarding your brain with information, and not all of it is good. That urgent work email, a stressful news story, or a social media post that makes you feel like you're not measuring up can spike your stress levels before you've even brushed your teeth. This sets a reactive, anxious tone for your day. Plus, your brain goes through different stages when you wake up, from deep sleep, delta waves, to lighter sleep, theta waves, to quiet wakefulness, alpha waves. Jumping straight to your phone skips these stages, pushing you into a high-stress beta state too quickly, which can lead to cognitive overload and reduced focus. On top of that, starting your day with your phone can sap your productivity. Instead of setting your own priorities, you're reacting to whatever's on your screen, emails, notifications, or that viral video you didn't need to watch. This can leave you feeling scattered and behind before the day even begins. And let's not forget the mental health impact. Constant exposure to social media can trigger feelings of inadequacy or anxiety, especially when you're comparing yourself to others. First thing in the morning, we a phone-free morning matter. So, what happens when you skip the phone and start your day differently? The benefits are pretty amazing. First, you give your brain a chance to wake up naturally, which can reduce stress and help you feel calmer. By focusing on yourself instead of external noise, you set a positive tone for the day. You're also more likely to be intentional about your priorities, which boosts productivity. Research suggests that avoiding screens in the morning can improve focus, enhance mood, and even support better mental health by reducing exposure to negative or overwhelming content. Imagine starting your day feeling centered, energized, and in control. That's what a phone-free morning can do. It's like giving yourself a gift of clarity before the chaos of the day kicks in. And to make this shift, we're going to lean on a tool that's simple, backed by science, and incredibly effective: the 5-second rule. Understanding the 5-second rule. If you haven't heard of the 5-second rule, let me break it down for you. Mel Robbins, a motivational speaker and author, came up with this technique during a tough time in her life when she was struggling with anxiety and couldn't even get out of bed. The rule is straightforward. When you have an impulse to act on a goal or make a positive choice, count down from 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3 to 1, and then take immediate action. This countdown interrupts your brain's tendency to overthink or make excuses, pushing you to move before hesitation takes over. Think of it like a rocket launch. When NASA counts down to launch a rocket, they don't pause to second guess, they act. Mel Robbins used this idea to launch herself out of bed, and it changed her life. Since then, millions of people have used the 5-second rule to overcome procrastination, build confidence, and take control of their actions. It's backed by neuroscience. Counting down creates a sense of urgency that overrides your brain's resistance to change. Applying the 5-second rule to avoid your phone. So, how do we use this rule to stop checking our phones in the morning? It's all about recognizing that moment when you feel the urge to grab your phone and using the countdown to choose a different action. Here's how it works. Recognize the impulse. When your alarm goes off or you wake up, you'll likely feel that automatic pull to check your phone. Maybe it's to turn off the alarm, check messages, or scroll social media. Notice that urge. Count down. Instead of giving in, start counting. 5, 4, 3 to 1. Take action. As soon as you hit 1, do something else. Get out of bed, stretch, take a deep breath, or head to the kitchen for a glass of water. The key is to move physically within those 5 seconds to break the habit loop. For example, let's say your phone is your alarm clock, and as soon as you turn it off, you're tempted to check notifications. The moment you feel that temptation, count down 5, 4, 3 to 1 and put the phone down. Then get out of bed and start your morning routine. This small act of counting down gives you the mental push to override the habit and choose a healthier start to your day. Success Stories 5-second rule has helped people transform their mornings, and the results are inspiring. Take Jennifer, a 35-year-old small business owner. She used to start her day reacting to client emails and emergencies, which left her stressed and unfocused. After learning about the 5-second rule, she began using it to get out of bed and prioritize strategic thinking instead of diving into her phone. Within 3 months, she launched new service offerings that boosted her revenue by 40% all because she took control of her mornings. Then there's a software engineer who struggled with hitting the snooze button and wasting time on his phone. By using the 5-second rule to get out of bed immediately, he found he had more time to focus on his work. His code quality improved, he solved complex problems faster, and his boss noticed, promoting him to a leadership role. These stories show that small changes in your morning routine can lead to big results. Building a phone-free morning routine. You've used the 5-second rule to avoid your phone. What should you do instead? Here are some science-backed activities to create a morning routine that sets you up for success. Activate a benephage to start the hydrator of your body, boosts energy, and supports focus. Keep a glass of water by your bed and drink it first thing. Meditate. Mindfulness reduces stress, improves mental clarity, and enhances mood. Try a 5-minute guided meditation or focus on deep breathing. Exercise increases blood flow, releases endorphins, and boosts mental health. Do 10 minutes of yoga, stretching, or a brisk walk. Journal clarifies thoughts, sets intentions, and promotes gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for or your top goals for the day. Read stimulates your mind and inspires creativity. Read a few pages of a book or an uplifting article. Plan your day enhances productivity by prioritizing tasks. List your top 3 priorities for the day in a notebook. Healthy. Breakfast fuels your body and supports sustained energy. Prepare a simple meal like oatmeal or a smoothie. These activities don't have to take hours. Even 10 to 15 minutes can make a difference. The key is to choose activities you enjoy so you're motivated to stick with them. Additional tips for success: breaking the phone checking habit takes effort, but here are some practical tips to make it easier. Use a traditional alarm clock. If your phone is your alarm, it's tempting to check it. Invest in a classic alarm clock to keep your phone out. Recharge your phone outside the bedroom. Place your phone in another room overnight to reduce temptation. Plan the night before. Write down your morning routine the night before to stay focused and start small. Begin with 1 or 2 activities and gradually add more as they become habits. Be flexible. Your routine might need tweaking based on your schedule or mood. It's okay to adapt. Overcoming challenges. Let's be real, changing habits is hard. Your phone is designed to be addictive, with notifications triggering dopamine hits that keep you coming back. https://lifehackmethod.com/blog/benefits-of-not-using-phone/closing parenthesis. If you slip up and check your phone, don't beat yourself up. Just use the 5-second rule next time to get back on track. Consistency is key, and research suggests it can take up to 10 weeks to form a new habit. So give yourself grace if you find the urge to check your phone overwhelming. Consider setting boundaries like turning off notifications or using apps to limit screen time. For some, deeper issues like anxiety or phone addiction may require professional support, and that's okay. Mel Robbins herself encourages seeking help when needed. This matters for your life. Starting your day without your phone isn't just about avoiding screens, it's about taking control of your time and mindset. By using the 5-second rule, you're training your brain to make intentional choices, which can spill over into other areas of your life. Whether it's tackling a big project, improving your health, or simply feeling more present, this small change can have a ripple effect. I want to leave you with a challenge. Try this for 1 week. Use the 5-second rule to avoid your phone in the morning and replace it with 1 or 2 activities from the list above. Notice how you feel more focused, less stressed, maybe even a little prouder of yourself. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to start. As Mel Robbins says, you can't control how you feel, but you can always choose how you act.